Okay, how is we? This is what we're going to start with. It's going to be prime numbers. It's going to be prime numbers. Here is a set of 90, the first 90 prime numbers. Now, what I did with these prime numbers is I brought it to the Pythagorean world, which means I add up the numbers of prime and I bring them back to a single digit, to where in the first position, 2 is the prime number. In the second position, 3. That's BC creation of 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 3 and 2 equals 5. 5 and 2 equals 7. 7 and 3 and 2 do not make a number, so how do I get 2? I need to create 11. Do I have 11 over here? I do not have 11. I'm at another level. I repeat. 2 goes here and 2 repeats. 2 and 2 is 4. Nothing else repeats, but I don't want to get into it that way. I just want to show you that the first one is 2, then we have 3, 5, 7, and that will say gun. 2, 3, 4 is our vibration. 2, 3, 4 is the IT system in the sun. This is the gateway in Venus. 254th day is 9/11, which is a bringing of the birth, the passage, something that comes out of a water world. The female that gives birth and the sac that breaks is a water world. 421 or 34, the DC world. Wherever there's a 1 and a 2, okay, 1 and 2 must go together. What actually happens is, this is what I'm presuming. I'm going to recreate something to be as it is. Here's 2. Okay, now I'm presuming actually that 2 is just half of a moon. Okay, so you bring the 2 of them together, and when you bring the 2 of them together, you make a hole in the center. Okay, so you can have the passage of something, and that's the 6th life. The life of 6, and the life of 6 is a half-life, and the reason it's a half-life is because you see it's in the center of the top and the bottom. It's a half-life because what you see 6 here is now splitting, and this is a numeric value that will go on the cross, and it creates the letters H and I, which is the 8th and 9th letter, and bringing it to the 10th world, which is 5 and 5, 2 worlds of 5, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. This is the 5 worlds, 5 and 9, EI, and the odds are 7 to 5, and that is G and E, and that is the same number in connecting to the moon, and I will show you how 1776, Einstein, Neptune all connect in numbers to these, whatever you want to call them, whatchamacallit. I'm no Einstein for words. My English was the worst, okay? My English was the worst. I don't know how to explain things that great, but sometimes I do. So I let the numbers do the walking. So when we run vibration 2, 3, and 4, we end up over here. Win a big red sun. Where do I win a big red sun? The one spirit will say in Mars. 2, okay, will tell me that this is Jupiter. Jupiter, DE, it'll say D, meaning 2 in French. 5, 7 is the moon and the gateway. 7, 2 is the Venus world. Win a big red sun. 2 times 7, 2 plus 7, 2 minus 7. Minus and plus will equal 5 and 9. And that is Jupiter and Neptune connecting together. Here is 154. 145 repeats. 145 repeats here. It repeated in section 2. It repeated in section 9. In section 10, where everything should start over, is 1 again, because the J is the 10th letter. All of this will now get reverted to this. What repeats? 5 is the same. 1 is the same. 2 becomes 1/4 of 8. 8 becomes twice. 2 becomes twice. Win a big red sun. IT system in the sun. Jupiter. 2 times 7 is 14. Your DNA enactment. 7 and 5 and 3 connect, or 7 times 5 is electric company. It equals to 35. 7 and 5 is 12, or minus it. You minus 7 from 5, it becomes 2. 7 and 5 is 12, becomes 3, becomes the BC world. Now, in order to really understand this, we have to know where I got these numbers from. And they're basic layman numbers for the alphabetical setup of A equaling to 1, Z equaling to 26. There are other numeric factions that count in here, and I'm using the Pythagorean faction, but I'm using the letter faction for moon. But moon, if I remember correctly, okay, adds up to 21, and that's the cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equals to 21. That's the cube. 1 and 2 come together. 12, 21. Lovejoy. Cat's going a little nuts. So this is your basic setup. Now, the reverse of 2, 3, and 4, okay, in the high world is 6, 7, and 8. 6 and 4 is 10. 7 and 3 is 10. 8 and 2 is 10. So when I bring 8 and 2 together, I get 1 and 3, altered current. I get 8 and 5. Now these, I'm just going to give you basic. This is the silver spirit matrix for whatever it does. It is the gateway. They both, okay, numbers will say have a 56 or 65 value, which is telling me the creation of the DNA. Because 65, 6 times 5, 6 plus 5, 6 minus 5, equaling that you have 1 passing. When you have 1 passing, you have it passing through its opposition, which is 6, and that's at the 7th gate. Although I'm working with the 10 worlds, it goes 2 worlds to a 7th gate, because you notice the highest number you can get on this dice is 6. But the actuality is, if you were looking at lights, 1 and 6 is the only one that will show a light. If you drilled holes through this whole thing, you'll see 1 come out of 6 and 6 come out of 1, showing me 7. Every other side is only 5. There are 4 sides of 5 and 2 sides of 7. 57, 75. So again, if we wanted to just bring the 9 world, 9 and 1 is 10. We get 5 and 2. We get 1/4 value of Earth. 8 and 2, and 5 and 5 is 22. Life and Venus. So this is just very, very, very basic. 724. This is another way of saying God. 724. G in gematria. O is number 2 and D is number 4. God. 724. 168 hours a week. 1 and 6 becomes 7. 7 and 8 is your gateway. 7, you open the door. Let's say you're on the street. 7, you go through the tunnel, you come out in 8. Last thing I wanted to mention in this is 3 times 8640. Those are the, if I remember the seconds in a day, I think it's 86400 times 3, 25920. The vibration times 6, 25920. Your birth times 288, 25920. I multiply it all by 1.25 because of the leap year and because of the value of 4. The value of 4 is actually 5 in this actuality. We have 4 corners, and the center of the 4 corners is this 5th dot over here. So it's 1.25 times 4 corners, creating this 5 dice. But the actuality is there's supposed to be 9 on here. So if there's supposed to be 9, how can I get 9, okay, out of this? So I take the 4 corners and I multiply it by 2 and add 1. And the 9th one you get is the one in the center, because that's where 9 is. It's all the way around and 1 in the center. 1 in the center at a value. What value do I need in the center to get all of this? Well, obviously it's 5. But anyways, 288 times 1.25 is 360 degrees. 324. Now this is communication. 324 or 180 by 180 is this number over here, Chai. This is your vibration. 24 is the cat. It is the separation of the 7th gate. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals to 6 and 8. And gematria shows us that. This number over here in French is expressed as 4 times 20. Okay, so they're showing me 4 circles. And one of the reasons for 4 circles is because even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8 equals to 20. 7, 5, 3, 9, 5, 1 equals to 25. It's the numeric value, excuse me. So we end up with this. And now the 12-hour day, okay, times 720 equals 8640. 8640 times 3 will equal to this. So this is my half day. Okay, I needed to multiply it by 3 in order to get this. Remember, this is my half day. So automatically I need 6. Right? 12 times 720 is this. So 3 times 12 is 36, or 360. My 360 degrees will now evaluate at 25,920. And you take 25,920 divided by 360, and it equals to 72. So that Mayan number works and expresses perfect to 369 and how the rotation of the day and time go. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. It is what it is. Thank you for watching this video.